Welcome back to my Green Horizons YouTube channels. Let's find out about the 50 most beautiful places in England. The UK is so full of beautiful and magical places that you'll be spoiled for choice. From picture postcard scenery to stunning Italian architecture. From cozy villages to serene beaches, there are many beautiful places in the UK. One of the greatest pleasures of a UK vacation is that there is something for everyone here. There is much more beauty to behold in this diverse country, so here we are to help you find them. Make sure to head out of the cities and check out some of these incredible places during your visit. Number 1. The Dark Hedges, Northern Ireland. Bregagh Road in County Antrim, Northern Ireland is popularly known as the Dark Hedges thanks to its tunnel of beech trees. This passageway of beech trees looks quite spooky and dramatic, making it one of the most photographed scenic spots in the UK. Fans of HBO's Game of Thrones may also recognize it as the show's King's Road. Number 2. Portmeirion, Wales after an Italian setting. Its naturally beautiful location is one of the most scenic places to visit in UK. This small yet vibrant Mediterranean-style village was built by Sir Clough Williams Ellis between 1925 and 1975. It is located near the River Dryrid and has hotels, spa, restaurant, tea room, beach and numerous shops. Don't miss out on this one as it is one of the most beautiful places in the UK to visit during spring or summertime. Number 3. Fingals Cave, Scotland, has a sea cave on the island of Skye, which is full of unique angular basalt columns. They create an area with breathtaking natural acoustics, especially with the waves that crash inside. What makes this cave so special is its size and the fact that there is a natural walkway through which visitors can get right inside at low tide. It is similar to the nearby Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland. Number 4. The Old Man of Storr, the Isle of Skye. The dramatic and unusual rock towers that form the Old Man of Storr are located on the Trotternish Peninsula. It is also set atop an ancient landslide, the iconic and breath. Taking 3.8k walk on the Isle of Skye will take you through some of the most beautiful places of UK. Number 5. Lake Windermere. Cumbria Mare are sited in the idyllic Lake District National Park in northwest England. Lake Windermere is one of the most famous places of UK. It is surrounded by mountain peaks and villages, including Bowness-on-Windermere. It also holds the place for being the largest natural lake in England. Definitely a great place to explore with family and friends. Number 6. Stonehenge, Wiltshire. Most prehistoric structures in all of Europe, Stonehenge dates back to c. 3000 BC. The Ring of Stones has puzzled scientists and archaeologists, and no one still knows what it was used for. It is believed to have been erected as a place of worship. But today, it is one of the best places in UK, as it attracts a major chunk of tourists to this place. Number 4. Dorset. The Jurassic Coast near Lulworth in Dorset is home to the incredible Durdle Door. Its limestone arch is over 400 feet tall and is privately owned, though it's still open to visitors. This natural wonder of the UK is breathtakingly beautiful, hence comes under the Jurassic Coast World Heritage Site. Durdle Door, an iconic landmark of Dorset, is one of the most photographed and top places to visit in UK. Number 8. Tresco Abbey Gardens, the Isle of Scilly, Cornwall. The Isle of Scilly is located about 30 miles off the coast of Cornwall and has an almost tropical air. It is home to the privately owned Tresco Island and the Tresco Abbey Gardens, an oasis of palm trees and exotic plants. It has over 20,000 plants from 80 countries around the world. Number 9. Whiteless Pike. Lake District is a popular activity holiday destination, especially during the winter months for skiing, snowboarding and other outdoor activities. Whiteless Pike is a hilly range of fell located in the Lake District. It sits over Lake Buttermere, and the small peaked summit also provides beautiful views of the lakes Crummock and Loweswater. Number 10. The White Cliffs of Dover, as the iconic and striking White Cliffs of Dover are located on the English coastline, facing the Strait of Dover and France. The chalky cliff face reaches heights of 350 feet. These beautiful places in the UK will leave you speechless. Number 11. Giant's Causeway, Northern Ireland. On the northeastern coast of Ireland are the massive hexagonal-shaped black basalt columns known as the Giant's Causeway. It was formed 50 to 60 million years ago by volcanic activity in the region. This stunningly beautiful natural feature is also listed as an UNESCO World Heritage Site. Number 12. Cheddar Gorge, Somerset. Located near Bath and the village of Cheddar is the magnificent natural setting of Cheddar Gorge. These limestone cliffs were created by Ice Age meltwaters and are the perfect spot for a long walk. You can also explore its fascinating prehistoric findings from the Stone Age occupation. Number 13. Tinton Abbey, Monmouthshire Wales House. Though the roof has long disappeared from Tinton Abbey, this 12th century church remains hauntingly beautiful. Located in the dramatic Wye Valleys, the Gothic ruins inspired the famous poem by William Wordsworth. Great poets and painters such as Wordsworth and Turner have visited this place 200 years ago. Mikel Forest, Hampshire of late April to early May. A multitude of dainty bluebells covers the floor of the Mikel Forest in a purple carpet. It is just one of the numerous places across the country where these flowers bloom each spring. You can also find bluebells at the Blickling Estate in Norfolk, Buckland, Devon and Dunham Massey, Cheshire among other places. Number 15. Wisman Wood, Dartmoor is said to be a legendary druid's grove. Wisman Wood is one of only 3 high-altitude oak woods on Dartmoor in Devon. Its well-established ecosystem has oaks that are estimated to be around 200 to 400 years old. This unusual and atmospheric forest and the many boulders scattered around it are covered in moss, lichen and ferns. In Wisman Wood one can expect rapid weather changes, hence ensure that you have adequate footwear and clothing. Number 16. Bamburgh Castle, Northumberland. Ness, located on the northeast coast of England. Bamburgh Castle was once a Celtic fort. Built around 430 A. It was later destroyed by the Vikings and rebuilt by the Normans and restored during Victorian times. Like with such a rich history and breathtaking views of the sea, it is one of the best places in the UK to visit. It's one of the largest inhabited castles in the country and has stood guard over Northumberland for more than 1400 years. The Loch Ness, Scottish Highlands. Anony, what's as known Loch Ness in the Scottish Highlands, is Loch Ness. Located near the town of Inverness, the deep freshwater loch is most famous for the mythical fictional Loch Ness monster, or Nessie, who is said to live in it. You can also visit the remains of Urquhart Castle that lies on the shores. It is one of the best and most beautiful places in the UK to visit in December for the many activities that are provided, like hiking, trekking and biking. Gold Hill, Shaftesbury. It's a steep cobbled street with picturesque houses in the town of Shaftesbury in Dorset. The view of down Gold Hill is said to be one of the most romantic sights in the UK. Gold Hill is also referred to as Hovis Hill, as it was the location for the Hovis TV advert, which is the most iconic advert of all time in England. And the 19. The Needles, the Isle of Wight. The Spectacular Needles is one of the 7 natural wonders of the UK. What was once a tall and thin rock cliff that gave the group its name collapsed in the late 1700s. Now the row of 3 distinctive stacks of chalk rises to a height of 30 meters from the sea off the western coast of the Isle of Wight. Numberis Pass, Snowdonia. This rugged slate-strewn mountain pass runs over 8 kilometers from Allenberris to Peny Pass. Its fine mountain scenery is home to numerous walks, including ones that will take you to Snowdon and the picturesque towns of Beatty-Ford. Number 21. Norfolk Lavender. Norfolk Ave, the village of Heacham in Norfolk, is home to some of England's loveliest lavender fields. You can also find similarly stunning fields at the Cotswolds, Kent, York, Hertfordshire. Number 22. The Royal Pavilion. Brighton Sea, known as the Brighton Pavilion, is an exotic palace in the centre of Brighton. It was built as a seaside pleasure palace for King George IV in 1811 when he was still Prince Regent. It is a unique mix of Regency grandeur with stylistic elements from India and China. Glen Nevis, Scottish Highlands, as Glen Nevis is one of the most picturesque glens or valleys in Scotland. It is located at the foot of Ben Nevis, the highest one of the most popular mountains in the UK. To the other end of the glen is the town of Fort William. Number 24. Rye, East Sussex. This town near the coast in East Sussex is known for its cobbled lanes that are lined with medieval, half-timbered houses. You can visit the 14th century Ypres Tower, now the Rye Castle Museum, and Mary's Church to get stunning views of the town. Number 25. Allanthony Priory, Monmouthshire, Wales, may situated in the picturesque area of Hillavurias. Near the Black Mountains is this ruined former Augustinian priory. The Lanthony Priory dates back to the 1100s and fell to ruin like Tinton Abbey after Henry Vianney's dissolution of the monasteries. Number 26. Kynance Cove, Cornwall. The white sand and blue seas of Kynance Cove look like something in the Mediterranean. The stunning beach with its secret caves and islands is one of the most photographed and painted located in Cornwall. It was featured on BBC's hit series Poldark. Number 27. Lavender Fields, Banstead. Located just a few kilometres from central London, the lavender fields at Banstead cover over 25 acres. Located in Banstead, Surrey, the Mayfield Lavender Farm is the perfect picnic spot for a day out. Number 28. Peny Fan Brecon Beacons, Wales SLC, located in the Brecon Beacons National Park. Peny Fan is the highest peak in South Wales. Located 886 metres above sea level, the impressive views from the peak Number 29. Fairy Pools, the Isle of Skye. Situated in a hidden valley in the Isle of Skye is a series of crystal clear pools and waterfalls. They are surrounded by cone-shaped hills and bubbling streams. Located near Uig, they're the perfect size for a quick if freezing dip. Number 30. Dunnottar Castle, Aberdeenshire, Scotland. The ruin of the 15th century Dunnottar Castle is located atop a natural peninsula. The rocky outcrop of land juts into the North Sea just off the northeast coast of Scotland. Number 31. Minack Theatre, Cornwall, Salvanity, is carved into a rocky granite outcrop overlooking the town of Portmeirion and the bright blue Atlantic. Built into the 1930s by Rowena Cade, it is now a popular open-air performance space. Number 32. Chatsworth House, Derbyshire. The stately Chatsworth House in Derbyshire is one of the most stunning country houses in England. Situated on the east bank of the River Derwent, it is set amongst expansive woods and landscape parks. It is the home of the Dukes of Devonshire and has been passed down through 16 generations of the Cavendish family. Chatsworth House has also been featured in numerous films, most famously as Pemberley, Mr. Darcy's home in Pride and Prejudice. Number 33. Barafundle Bay, Pembrokeshire, Wales. Located near the village of Stackpole in Pembrokeshire, Barafundle Bay was once owned by the Cawdor family. Nestled between cliffs and known for its sand dunes and pine trees. This scenic and secluded beach is said to be among the top beaches in the world. Number 34. Hadrians Wall, Cumbria. Also known as the Roman Wall, this defensive fortification was built by the Romans beginning in 122 AD in the reign of the Emperor Hadrian. It was meant to separate the Roman province of Britannia from the lands of the northern ancient Britons, including the Picts. However, it doesn't mark the modern boundary between England and Scotland. Number 35. Borchaeletiv Moor Scottish Highlands, and also known simply as the Borrichalee. This is perhaps the most recognisable mountain in Scotland. It is located at the head of Glen Nevis in the Highlands and is some of the most stunning and iconic views of the mountain are from Glencoe. Number 36. Lily Dyna Snowdonia, Wales Nench in North Wales lies in a valley north of Bedglet. Though the lake itself is quite shallow, with a maximum depth of only 10 meters, it covers a massive area of over 60 acres. The mountain lake offers some excellent walks with panoramic views. These are some of the most beautiful places in the UK you shouldn't miss. Number 37. High Force, Durham. The fast-flowing waterfalls and lush forest of High Force in County Durham make it one of the most spectacular and beautiful places in the UK. With a drop of 21 meters, the Tinton Falls are surrounded by a diverse range of flora and fauna. Number 38. Smo Cave, Scottish Highlands, and the large Smo Cave is a combined sea cave and an inner freshwater cave located in Durness. This mystical cave is riddled with caves and tunnels. However, the most stunning sight is the waterfall where the Smo burn drops over 24 meters into a cavern below. These beautiful places in the UK are truly worth a visit. Number 39. Langmull Beach, the Isle of Mull. Often called one of the best-kept secrets on the Isle of Mull, Langmull Beach looks like something out of the Caribbean, though it is located 3 kilometers away from the nearest roads. This secluded beach offers spectacular views over to the small isles and Skye. Number 40. Dunbryce Downpatrick, Northern Ireland. Located near the town of Knockdown lies the colossal 50-meter tall sea stack called Dunbriste, meaning the broken fort. The stack was separated by the mainland by corrosive waves in the late 1300s. Number 41. Esgw Yera, Brecon Beacons, Wales as Scanage. Yera is one of several spectacular waterfalls found in Melte Valley of the Brecon Beacons. Literally meaning fall of snow, you can still walk behind the falling sheet of water on a path carved by generations of sheep farmers. These beautiful places in the UK are so mesmerizing that you wouldn't want to leave. Number 42. Glenfinnan Viaduct, Scottish Highlands. This spectacular railway is perhaps the most instantly recognisable location in Scotland. Featured in 4 of the Harry Potter films on the journey, the Hogwarts Express makes from King's Cross Station to the school. It has become known as the Harry Potter Bridge. Nelt Falls, the Isle of Skye. Located near the magnificent Kilt Rock, which is said to look like a pleated kilt, is the stunning Melt Waterfall. Fed by the nearby Melt Loch, this waterfall is so high that on windy days the water doesn't even touch the ground. Number 44. St Michael's Mount, Cornwall's Michael's Mount, located to the east of Penzance in Cornwall, is one of the most photographed locations in the UK. This abbey is located on a small tidal island and was built by Benedictine monks, the same religious order that had also constructed a sister abbey at Mont-Est-Michel in France during the 12th century. Number 45. Big Ben Westminster Abbey, Sycamore Park, designed by Augustus Pugin, is one of the most significant places to visit in the UK. This is so popular that artists all over the world use Big Ben to represent the country. The name refers to the largest of the 6 bells 13-ton bell. In Westminster Palace, Big Ben is known for its accuracy and for the massive sound of the hour bell. This place is also recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. London Eye, Lambeth, located on the River Thames. London's #1 attraction is a giant wheel that stands at almost 140 meters tall. There are 32 capsules that will take you to the top to experience 360-degree views of the capital. The ride is quite exhilarating when you come face to face with the Houses of Parliament and Big Ben as you rise up. A trip to London is incomplete without a visit to Europe's tallest observation wheel. Number 47. Tower Bridge, River Thames. Another iconic landmark of London is the Tower Bridge, which is a suspension bridge. It was built somewhere between 1886 and 1894 by Horace Jones and engineered by John Wolfe Barry. It has 2 towers, in Victorian Gothic style, which hold machines that lift the bridge to allow passing of river traffic beneath it. One can get incredible views of London from the 2 high-level walkways, which are 42 meters above the River Thames. This bridge is open to the general public 363 days a year. Number 48. Hyde Park, London. Hyde is the largest of the 4 royal parks in Westminster. In 1600s it used to be a hunting ground, but today it plays a significant role in the cultural scene of the city. Free speech, demonstrations and music concerts are held here. Hyde Park's 350 acres of lush green English foliage is also home to some of London's most important landmarks. It's the best place to take a break from the hectic cityscape and enjoy the serene surroundings of Hyde Park. Number 49. Windsor Castle, Berkshire. The 11th century castle built in the Gothic style is the place where the British royal family resides. Except for Tuesdays and Wednesdays, Windsor Castle is open to the public on all other days, as Windsor Castle is a working palace. Opening arrangements may change at very short notice. Hence, it's advisable to check before planning a visit to avoid disappointments. Number 50. Old Town is so full of history and culture which will make you feel that you have stepped back in time. This place is dotted with buildings, forts, cathedrals and alleyways which dates back to hundreds of years. Apart from this, various visitor attractions, walking tours, shops, galleries, cafes and pubs will keep you busy throughout the day. Old Town in Edinburgh is spellbindingly beautiful and one of the most perfect places to visit in UK.